50 Shades of Grey is one of the most controversial movies from the 2010s, and as such, it has a very low Rotten Tomatoes score, but is it truly deserving of it? In 2015, E. L. James' 2011 novel 50 Shades of Grey was adapted into a movie, directed by Sam Taylor Johnson. The 50 Shades of Grey novel had already faced criticism due to its literary qualities, inspiration from Stephenie Meyer's Twilight, and its inaccurate depiction of BDSM, but that didn't stop it from becoming a pop culture phenomenon and getting a film adaptation. 50 Shades of Grey tells the story of Anastasia Steele, Dakota Johnson, a college graduate who meets young business magnate Christian Grey, Jamie Dornan, with whom she starts a relationship, though not exactly as she expected. Grey is into BDSM and has strict rules on how their relationship should be carried out, pushing Anastasia beyond her limits and making her question what she truly wants. 50 Shades of Grey was a box office success, making way for 2 sequels, adapted from James' book continuations, but its critical reception continues to be negative. The 50 Shades of Grey movie adaptation was as controversial as the book, though, arguably, even more given certain elements unique to the film. At the time of writing, 50 Shades of Grey has a 25% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, with a 41% audience score. Critics mostly went after 50 Shades of Grey's screenplay, pacing, and performances, pointing out the lack of chemistry between Johnson and Dornan as one of the movie's biggest flaws, which, along with its laughable dialogue, made it hard for the audience to care for or relate to Anastasia and/or Christian. 50 Shades of Grey didn't do much to develop its characters, and even by the end of it, after everything they went through together and individually, they're still not defined enough, making viewers wonder what was the point of everything they just watched. The many red flags in the character of Christian Grey and Anastasia's inability to see them also earned a lot of criticism. Some critics even compared the movie to the melodramatic tone of soap operas, while others had an issue with the movie not being as explicit as the marketing campaign led them to believe. Less harsh and negative reviews praised the cinematography and score of 50 Shades of Grey, and many found Johnson's performance to be a strength, though there wasn't much she could do with a badly written script. Some critics also praised the direction of Sam Taylor Johnson, especially as this was her second film, the first one being 2009's Nowhere Boy. While many critics called it boring, others found it entertaining despite its many flaws and an improvement on the book.